Hello everyone, welcome to our series on STL. Previously, we saw few components of STL like vectors, stack, and queue. In this video, we will be covering another component of STL called list. So, what is a list? List is sequence container that allow non-contiguous memory allocation. So this basically means a set of elements will be formed based on the functions. As compared to vectors, list has slow transversal. But once a position is found, insertion and deletion is quick. Because unlike vectors and array, list is not continuous. So here we just iterated our list. Next up, we will start by creating our very first list. And main the curly braces. So the basic syntax to create a list is list, and then we pass in the data type of our list and we pass in the names of our list. I'll be going with two lists, so I'm going to name my list as my list 1 and my list 2. So just like arrays and vectors, we can initialize our list by passing in the parameters. So instead of putting each and every parameter individually, let's pass in a for loop. I will be initializing my for loop from 0, and the condition is I less than 10, and my updation will be pre-increment. What this list basically does is, I'll just explain it over here. I'm writing my list 1 as 1. I start from 0 and 0 into 2 goes 0. We have added a function over here as pushback. So the next element will be pushed back to our first element. So the second element, which is 2, would be placed here. And similarly, this goes till our last element, which is 9 into 2 will be 18. Now speaking about list number 2, where we have used a different function called push underscore front. So we will be starting with our first element 0. Our next element for the list becomes 3. But over here we are pushing the element in the front direction, which means it will be pushed before your previous element. So it will be something like this. And it will be continued till our last element, which is I equals to 9, and 9 into 3 is 27. Let's see if this works. But before that, let's print our list. I want to show list. I want to show my list 1. Let's do the same thing with our second list. Let's change the name and let's return our list, and let's see if this works as expected. And as expected, we got the same list 0, 2, 4. The elements are pushed behind, that is at the back of the previous element, and over here elements are pushed before, that means at the front of the previous element. So we created two lists and we used two different functions. Now let's explore few other functions. Now instead of writing the whole list over and over again, we can modify our list separately. So how do we do that? Let's see. We start by cout. I'll be implementing the first function on my list 1 and I want it on a different line. So I am giving the input as my list 1. Function that I'm going to go for is front. So this is my input and I want to print this list. And this, so this was the comment that we are giving as an input, and I have put front over here so that it becomes easy to identify what we are doing. So we start by passing the command, that is front. I'll be doing the same thing with my second list, but this time I'll be going for a different function, that is back. Let's try and run it. So these are our list. So the frontmost element of our list number 1 is 0, so it picked out 0 for us. And speaking about our second list, since it was reversed, the lastmost element becomes 0, so it picked out the backmost element, which is 0. Let's see a few other functions, and I'll be talking about functions like pop front, pop back, reverse, and sort. I'll quickly write down the code for those without wasting any more time. I quickly wrote down the functions for pop front, pop back, reverse, and sort in the same manner we did before. So let's see what these functions basically do. So what this pop front function will do is it will remove the firstmost element of our list 1, which was 0, and it will print the remaining list. So the new list would be something like 2, 4, 6, 8 till the last element, which was 18. Similarly, popback function will remove the backmost element of our list 2 and print out the remaining list. Last element for the second list is again 0, since we were pushing the elements on the front side and it became a reversible list. So the list would be something like 27, 24 till 3. That's it. Next function is reverse. As the name suggests, it will reverse the list. But as you have noticed that we have made few changes in the original list, the reverse implementation would be done on this list. This list basically would look like is 18, 16 till 2. Last function of today is sort. What sort basically does is it will sort the modified list number 2 in the ascending order. Let's run this program and see, and yeah, as expected. So this brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe for more such awesome tech content and comment what else would you like to see. Thank you.